very warm welcome to Smell the Coffee. It's Monday and we are here to entertain you and kickstart your morning with entertaining news. We also want to keep you informed just so that you can navigate through your day smoothly. My name is Aina Raizakaya alongside Diana Master. Mamka say.
Tamuka, Mamka say.
Tamuka.
You ain't to say weekend.
Yeah, it was good.
It was good?
It was, yeah, Jiri say. It was a great weekend. I can't lie about it. I had enough rest and I had good food, and that was about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Didn't do nothing interesting. Yeah.
I think this weekend was very important to just rest, reset, relax. It was also a great weekend for me, to be honest. I haven't felt this well rested in a while, and I don't know what shifted this weekend, but for some reason I felt like I had more than enough time to rest because I didn't do anything this weekend. I mean, of course I did work out, but that was just about it. The entire time I was just in bed. I was like, no, just relax, rest, because all of last week I was feeling very fatigued. Yeah, like headaches were going crazy. I was tired, I was not motivated, and I just realized it was fatigue.
But we are glad that you are well rested now and that you're ready to
slay the day.
Slay the day.
Slay the week.
Stay with us. We'll be right back with news.
Welcome to My.NA Cars, your ultimate destination for everything automotive.
I am your host, Diana Master.
Teamwork makes the dream work, right?
Discover the latest models, innovative technologies, and expert insights from our passionate hosts. Learn essential maintenance tips and get exclusive behind-the-scenes access to the automotive industry. Don't miss My.NA Cars on NTV every Thursday at 2100 hours. Tune in and ignite your passion for automobiles.
Now let's get into some freshly brewed news. Only in South Africa, as they call it. Suspect arrested for photoshopping pornographic images with Ramaphosa and Cele's face. A 34-year-old suspect was arrested for circulating pornographic images of unknown individuals overlaid with faces of President Cyril Ramaphosa, Minister of Police Bheki Cele, and his wife Thembeka Ngcobo. The explicit images were shared on social media and other platforms, as well as with the police. They started to circulate in the beginning of this month. The suspect was traced and arrested in Azalea, Pietermaritzburg by the Gauteng Crimes Against the State and the Pietermaritzburg-based Serious Organized Crime Investigation Team of the Hawks Joint Unit on Sunday.
That's just absurd. That's like, you can't do that. That's not funny. Be arrested, go to jail, save your time, or save your time, pay for your sins, and move on.
No, but why?
But why are you?
Why?
Why are you putting people's? Why do you think that's funny?
What do you gain? I have so many questions. Like, I want to sit down with the suspect and be like,
you really, out of your busy schedule, you took 5 hours to come up with these pornographic
Photoshop images. And what did you gain? But I'm glad that, you know, we live in a time now where cyberbullying is a no-no. Because back then people could get away with things like this because there wasn't a team dedicated to cyber crimes.
Nah, fam.
So at least now we know that there's like teams out there for cyber crimes, cyber bullying, all of that. They can track down, and there's actually a team dedicated to work on this. Because back then you would go with the cyber crime and they'd be like, oh well, you know, they'd kind of just be like, well, there's not really much we can do. So at least now that there's like a whole division specifically dedicated to solving these kinds of crimes. But also, don't be stupid. Why are you doing this?
Yeah, man, it's uncalled for. Don't do such things. Use your time to...
Use your Photoshop skills to make money.
Yes.
Not in this way.
Yes.
So many people in the world are talented, but they use their talents for nonsense.
Oh, I am disappointed in you, whoever you are. Now we move over to some bizarre story. A family from Ohongo village in Ohangwena region is claiming a ghost has been terrorizing them through assault and demands for money. Allegedly, not allegedly, this is what they claim. They gave the ghost 600 Namibian dollars and then it returned to demand another 200 Namibian dollars.
Times are tough for everyone, including ghosts.
But you know what I love about this ghost? It's very smart. Yeah, go demand for money. Don't just be terrorizing people for nothing.
No, but you have to tell the full story. So I read the full story, and they were saying that the kids were being thrown at stones.
Yes, it's Kama first started with the kids. The kids were playing, minding their business outside, and then they just saw these stones.
All of a sudden, stones were being thrown at them.
And bottles are being thrown at them, but there is no entity that is throwing these things. But they also said that they were not harmed. So when they ran inside the house, I'm assuming, and then the terrorizing still continued inside. Yeah.
I want to know, like, did this ghost, how did it ask for money?
They said that they heard the male's voice. Akere, you can't see this unknown entity.
But you can hear it.
You can hear it, and it was a male's voice.
Demanding 600
give me
Namibian dollars.
600 Namibian dollars.
And
then it said, if you give me 600, I'll leave. But it lied. It came back the following day.
Demanded
200.
And then they said they went to a church, right?
Yes.
From my understanding. And then the church helped. But then the church, or someone said that it was the
Angolan
Angolan
church that said the Angolan header that they had employed is the one apparently terrorizing them through the ghost. And so then this ghost would tell them, go leave the money at the kraal.
And then this herder would take the money.
The ghost will not the head. The ghost will take the money from the kraal. We cannot say it's the header. But even if the church is saying it's the header, maybe the church is saying it's the header because they put 2 and 2 together. It's not rocket science. Because if the money is going at the kraal and there is an unknown header at home.
Guys, but I'm trying to figure out. Like,
maybe they are just using logic to maybe explain the situation.
No, I understand
it might not
that.
be the case even.
No, I understand that. But I want to know the level of dedication and commitment. And I want to know how talented this man is to be able to play a ghost. Like, so much so that from nowhere, he's throwing stones at people.
And bottles.
And bottles. And there's a voice. And no one can see this. Like, do you understand how much has to go in it? Personally, I believe in ghosts. I believe in ghosts.
Vibes,
okay?
Bro.
I believe in ghosts.
I don't believe in
ghosts. So are
ghosts.
people saying that he was working with the ghost? So it's not him that was pretending to be the ghost.
They are saying he turned into the ghost. That's what the article says. The article says that the church, the pastor or whoever at the church said that the person who's terrorizing you in a form of the ghost is the header.
But he was alive.
Yes, and he was there.
Because from my understanding, ghosts are people that have passed over and are in the spiritual realm. They're not, you know what? No, I'm not going to do this. Let's move over to some less bizarre news. So a bride won't let her bridesmaid bring her autistic child to her wedding. So this is what she said. She wrote a letter, an anonymous letter. I feel like an awful person for saying this, but I don't want my bridesmaid's autistic son to come to my wedding because I'm panicking that he's going to ruin what is meant to be my special once-in-a-lifetime day. I'm getting married this summer and have been working so hard to ensure that the day is absolutely perfect. My fiance and I decided pretty early on that we didn't want kids at our wedding, but we've made a few concessions for close family members whose children are going to be a part of the ceremony. But now my close friend is insisting that because she can't find anyone to look after him and he hates it when she leaves him with other people. I understand that it's really difficult for her, but I also know that her son tends to cause such a scene whenever he's at big events. Because of his condition, he gets overwhelmed, he screams, he acts out, and I just don't want that during my wedding. I feel like she's had ample time to find someone to look after him, and it seems like she just assumed I would bend to her wishes, so she didn't bother to sort out childcare, and that doesn't feel like it should be my problem. I told her in the nicest way possible that we can't just accommodate him, and she's now threatening to not come to the wedding at all. She says I'm being selfish, but surely she's the selfish one here. She knows how much this day means to me and how much I want her there when I get married.
Let the friend not come.
Honestly, it's not
fine.
rocket science.
Let the friend not come.
It's
You
not
go
rocket
on,
science.
you enjoy your wedding, and you go on that honeymoon, and you be in love. You start your family, do your thing.
It's not the end
You
of the
cancel
world.
your friend if that's the case, then let she not come. It's fine.
It's not the end of the world.
She must also understand.
No, honestly, because the thing is, like she's saying, she feels like she was just going to bend.
And you
to her
only get
demands.
married once. You've been a good auntie for all
and
these
the fact
years.
is, because she's been a good auntie, she knows how the son tends to
Yes,
act.
it's not too much to ask
It's
for.
not
really.
too much to ask. And honestly, how many weddings have we been to where it says no children allowed? Because we know
No,
how children can be.
even at
Now
my
we are
wedding,
there.
don't bring your
No,
children.
don't bring your children. Like, I would, for my wedding, if you have kids, I'm going to sort out childcare because I don't want in the middle of our vows, I take you to be... No, I don't want that. And we all know with like children that are autistic, they require a little more attention, a little more patience.
And people will be busy, people will be drunk, people will be... I think the child will also be irritated.
Miserable, exactly.
Yes.
And they'll be overstimulated, and it's just not a good fit. Why is she being so selfish?
It's not a conducive environment.
She
Even
is the one,
you,
the bridesmaid is the one that's being selfish. At
yeah,
this
she
point.
must just stay home. It's
Just stay
fine.
home, it's
Also,
fine.
she had ample time, bruh. She knew like the friend was getting married. People announce their weddings beforehand, maybe a year.
Months, years in
Yeah,
advance.
you knew. You could have sorted this out. You can organize a sister or a cousin,
And that's
a play
it's
date with
literally
someone
not
else.
rocket science. And I feel like that's emotional blackmail.
It's fine. She
Because
can
why
stay.
is she threatening, like, you know what, fine, I won't come to it. It's fine.
It's
I'll
fine.
still get married with or
Stay.
without you, my love.
Stay. Don't come to the wedding. Even better. We move over to our next story. Rick Rocks talks about friends who see
I go to
your
these
posts
young
on
niggas'
social
pages
media,
and I only
but they
see
do not like
one
it.
like.
They don't like, they don't repost, they don't share, they just pass by it as if they have not seen your post. Now, those type of friends are the ones that are very irritating. Why are you not liking my thing? You
No, it's
see,
another thing.
even if I don't look good, but for the sake of just
Instagram pushing out the
sisterhood,
content.
sisterhood, friendship vibes, like,
Yeah.
so even hype, bruh.
No, what pisses
You
me
can't
off
pass
about
by
people
your
like
friend's
that,
post like that.
What pisses me off about people like that is, for example, I see you post a reel. I don't comment, I don't like nothing. But you see under Rihanna's post, Diana commented and liked Rihanna's post.
Come
And
on,
it's
show
like,
me.
The thing is, we have so many ghost followers. The truth is, you could have 30,000 followers.
But you only get 500 likes.
You only get 500
Where are
likes,
the
number
other
one.
30?
Number two, when you post a story, right, you'll probably get maybe out of the 30,000, you get 2,000 views, people viewing your story. Why are you following me then? Don't follow me.
If you don't like me so much, why are you
Yeah.
following me?
But also, it could be a thing of jealousy. Like,
Yes,
in all
people
honesty,
are jealous. Like, oh, she's now wearing this pink top. Why? I like it. It should have been me. I don't care. People have that attitude.
But be like us. Yeah, they're like, colleague, which pictures
Gosh,
am I posting?
And then when you post,
And then
yo,
you post them,
chummy.
they're like, fire! Like, I didn't help select the pictures.
No, but you must
That's
be very
true
careful.
friendship.
You must be very careful of friends who don't like your things. Why are you not liking
An
your friend's
underlying
thing?
condition.
Why?
It's an underlying. There's something
Why are you
underlying
passing by
there.
your friend's thing? Sometimes it's even an announcement that you don't know of, yet you want to go call them in private and be like, Chomi, I see you are now working with Coca-Cola. What's the tea? Why did you not ask me under the post where you saw it? Why did you not ask there?
People are haters, colleague.
People are
We've
haters,
known this since the beginning of time. But guys, if you don't like what people are posting, just unfollow them. It saves you the time, because the thing is, if what Aina posts stresses you out, just unfollow her. That way you don't see her. okay? And now she doesn't have 30,000 ghost followers.
True.
For no reason. But anyway, that is it for our news segment. Now, after the break, Ravonia Job, Group CSI Manager at First Rand Namibia, recently held a network session on the foundations and community tourism relationships. We'll take a look at that video, but first, a quick ad break.
To another exciting episode of Irongo Talk.
Jullie is die weer en vertel ook vir julle waar die vis heel moontlik gaan byt.
So moving into the environmental space, I'm going to start right up there in the Zambezi region. Interestingly enough, yesterday we handed over funds to the Prime Minister's office, the disaster relief management team, 250,000 to communities who are going to be moved from their homes due to floods in the area again. We were informed that 5 schools were closed as well. So in this region, we've worked very closely with Gondwana. We partnered with Gondwana and with the Sikunga Conservancy Initiative, where we assisting the guards. Those guards are patrolling the river. It's on the river, the border with the Zambezi, on the Zambezi River. We're trying to really assist the communities and assist the conservancies here because overfishing takes place in this area. To date, we've arrested 14 illegal fishing guys from the other side of the border. So we involved here for more than 3 years, a very successful program. More than 1,000 communities are also really benefiting from this river on this side. And look, we have hippos, we have crocodiles, we have bird life and various fish species in the river. So that's one of our projects in the Zambezi region where we're really making a difference and it contributes to tourism in the country. Moving over to the Great Kunene region, we involved there with the Namibia Chamber of Environment, the IRDNC, and also with the Save the Rhino Trust. Not just financially, our employees do participate in the Ride for Rhinos annual race to also contribute towards funds that they need to patrol the areas. We also support the aerial patrol funds there, fuel that is needed for the aeroplanes to patrol the areas. With the IRDNC, especially in the Opuwo area, we involved with the Elephant Project because we know that human-wildlife conflict is a very serious issue in the country. We support with the water tanks. We provide information, education on how communities to coexist with the wildlife. We also assist with collaring of the lions, assist with early warning signs for the communities to be aware. So yeah, this is the Great Kunene and a very successful feedback also received there in terms of the success with animal, wildlife and human-wildlife conflict there. The Desert Lion initiative, you see the vehicle there in the corner. That vehicle, it belongs to Mr. Philip Stander. That is Philip's satellite office. So what we have done there, we assist with panel beating for the vehicle because the vehicle was very old, the maintenance of the vehicle because he has to assist the communities also with early warning signs, collar the lions, assist with research, with the desert lions there as well. And we've also assisted in the region the communities who lost their cattle due to the drought, not only drought, but also due to the lions. AfriCat Foundation, a very beautiful story here is where you see the women, they're standing at the animal protection kraals that they constructed to protect them from the lions, also with the early warning signs, all contributing to tourism and making sure that we coexist with these wild cats in the Osozonjupa region. The wild horses, I don't know how many people know the story of the wild horses of the Karas region. We assisted with, especially during the droughts in the south, we assisted with co-feeding once again with Kondwana in this region, and it's a very, the wild horses, a very popular attraction. I think when most tourists visit Namibia, they really want to see the wild horses of the south. We know that it's Crayfish Festival this weekend and the road is going to be busy, and I hope that some people will see some wild horses there. So this is just in a nutshell what we have done to contribute towards tourism in the country.
Today, this International Mother Earth Day, we reflect on our relationship with and our dependence on nature. Biodiversity is the heartbeat of Mother Earth, the variety of life on our planet. It is the air we breathe, the water we drink, the soil we walk on, the food we eat, the trees we seek shade under. It is everything. Unfortunately, that heartbeat is becoming faint. Biodiversity is being lost at unprecedented rates. That loss is being accelerated by climate change and many other human factors, and our future is being threatened. It is time to resuscitate Mother Earth's heartbeat and work towards the global vision of living in harmony with nature by 2050. We can get there. The Kunming-Montreal Global Biodiversity Framework can put our planet on a path to recovery by halting and reversing biodiversity loss and helping to combat climate change. However, we need to act now in order to see results by 2030. Some of the framework's targets include aims to effectively conserve and manage at least 30% of the world's lands, waters, coastal areas and oceans, and to restore or have under restoration at least 30% of degraded ecosystems. Indigenous peoples and local communities will be instrumental in achieving these and all targets. And in doing so, their rights must be respected. The framework also addresses the sustainable management of wildlife, controlling invasive alien species and pollution, including from pesticides, and the reduction of harmful subsidies, to name a few. We have the plan, but now we must move from agreement to action. If we act with urgency and implement the Kunming-Montreal Global Biodiversity Framework at national and subnational levels, we will start to build back biodiversity and create a sustainable future for humankind. This day and every day, I urge you to reflect on your relationship with Mother Earth. Consider what you can do, what your community can do, and what your country can do to mainstream biodiversity and implement the Kunming-Montreal Global Biodiversity Framework.
On the international.
They say all good things must come to an end, and that is it for today's episode of Smell the Coffee. How is it?
It was great.
As always?
I think we had interesting stories.
As always.
I'm excited to follow up with a ghost and come up with a ghost like I'm in contact with it.
Like it's your friend.
I'm excited to get updates on this story. About
Okay,
the
that's
ghost.
better said. Better said. Well, that is it. On that note, it is all our love, all our light, and adios.